warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning, everyone. We are from Group 1. Contains of member are me, Muhammad Yogi Sabtar Wisanjaya, and two my friends are Mudia Roza and Aziza Hidayat Putri. Here we want to explain to you about approaches of teaching English. Okay, the first and the second will presented by Mudia Roza, and the third and fourth will presented by Aziza Hidayat Putri, and the fifth will presented by me.
Okay, I will read the material of our group. 1. Structural approach. The structural approach is a technique where the learner masters the pattern of sentence, yaitu susunan kata yang berbeda dalam satu gaya yang diterima, atau teknik di mana pelajar menguasai pola kalimat. It is based on the assumption that language can be best learned through scientific selection and grading of the structure or patterns of sentence and vocabulary. Prof. F.G. Friends has entitled the following principles underlying the structural approach. 1. Importance of forming language habits. 2. Importance of speech. 3. Important pupil activity. 4. The principle of oral words. 5. Its language as its own grammar. 6. Creation of different types of meaningful situational by dramatization. 7. One item of language is taught at one time. 8. Mastery of structure is emphasized. 2. Communicative approach. This approach is an outgrowth of the anthropological linguists in the United States and 13 languages in Britain, all of whom view language as a meaning-based system for communication, yang berfungsi sebagai istilah umum untuk sejumlah desain dan prosedur. Pendekatan komunikatif mencakup pengajaran bahasa berbasis tugas dan pekerjaan proyek, instruksi berbasis konten dan pencelupan, serta pembelajaran kooperatif di antara kerangka pembelajaran lainnya. Beberapa ciri dan manifestasi yang menonjol dari pendekatan komunikasi adalah 1. It is assumed that the goal of language teaching is the learned ability to communicate in the target language. 2. It is assumed that the content of language course will include semantic notion and social function, and that they are as important as linguistic structure. 3. In some cases, the content is academic or job-related material. 4. Students regularly work in group or pairs to transfer and negotiative meaning in situation person has information that the other lacks. 5. Students often engage in role play or dramatization to adjust their use of the target language to different social text. 6. Classroom material and activities often consist of authentic tasks and projects present and practice using segments of preaching meaningful discourse. 7. Skills are interacted from the beginning. A given activity might involve reading, speaking, listening, and also writing. 8. The teacher role is primarily to facilitate communication and second to correct errors. 9. The teacher should be able to use the target language appropriately.
Situational approach atau Aural-Oral approach. In Britain, the same historical pressure that prompted the development of the audiolingual approach gave rise to the oral or situational approach. It arose as a reaction to the reading approach and its lack of emphasis on listening and speaking skill. This approach was dominant in Britain during the late 1940, 1950, and 1960. It drew on the reform movement and the direct approach, but it featured from certain linguistics and the emerging professional field of language pedagogy. It also drew on the experience that Britain's language educator had acquired in oral approach to foreign language teaching. Although influenced by but less documented than its American counterpart, or the audiolingual approach, the oral situational approach advocates organizing structure around situations that provided the learner with maximum opportunity to practice the target language. Hill or integrated approach. 1. The integrated approach. The integrated approach to teaching technology combines content area instruction with computer skill instruction, rather than learning computer skill in their computer class. The students are given projects which involve technology in their class. This approach is aimed at showing students that technology is a tool that they can use to increase their knowledge, improve their productivity, and to complete complex tasks. 2. Why the integrated approach works? One reason this approach is so effective is because students learn to apply their technological skill in a variety of settings. A student who can transfer a skill from one class to another will probably be able to retain that skill and use it in the future. Using the integrated approach also increases the amount of time that students actually spend using technology. In the traditional approach, students will most likely take one semester or 1 year of computer science. Students who attend a school that has a technology integrated into the curriculum will work with computers for their entire stay in the school. Studies have also shown that using technology in content area class improve student achievement and the rate at which students learn.
Electical Approach. Electical Approach. Larson, Freeman, and Mello used the term electical approach to language teaching. It is mixed process of structural communicative approach. Jadi electical approach ini perpaduan antara structural approach dengan communicative approach. If the topic belongs to structures, teacher has to follow structural approach. If the topic belongs to speaking activity, he has to follow communicative approach. Jadi karena ini perpaduan, maka jika topik itu berhubungan dengan struktur, maka guru itu harus menggunakan structural approach. Begitupun sebaliknya, apabila topik itu berhubungan dengan aktivitas berbicara, speaking activity, maka guru itu harus mengikuti communicative approach. Okay, Al-Khuli M. Ali presented principles of electic method. First, it gives a chance to teachers to select different teaching techniques in each period to reach aims of the lesson. Second, it breaks monotony in one hand and ensure better understanding on the other hand. Third, different kinds of audiovisual and teaching aids lead to better understanding. Fourth, it saves a lot of time in presenting language activities. And then advantages of electical approach. Jadi di sini akan menjelaskan tentang manfaat-manfaat dari menggunakan electical approach itu apa saja. First, learners become attentive and respond. Second, it offers multiple opportunities to students to develop their own skills. Third, it enhances active participation. Fourth, it makes learning lively and enjoyable. Fifth, it breaks monotony. And sixth, it promotes class control and students have interest in class, and it allows class discussion. Maybe enough from us. If we have some mistakes, we have your pardon a lot. And the last we say Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.